Hoax. That's what President Trump today called all of the questions still being asked, some of them coming from his most ardent supporters, about Jeffrey Epstein and what the FBI and the Department of Justice know or may still know but haven't yet released. The president said those asking these questions have been duped by Democrats, even referred to some of them as, quote, past supporters. Today was a day in all this for sure. Jake Rosen joins me now. Jake, I want to play for our audience some sound in the past on this question of Epstein files and what those in the Trump movement thought about it. Let's listen.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
Donald Trump is the most transparent president in our nation's history. So not only will America get the full Epstein files, they will get JFK, they will get Martin Luther King.
That Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this.
Jake, those in the MAGA world are trying to keep their eye on it, and it is creating divisions and rivalries and rhetoric, the kind of which you and I have not seen.
No, we haven't. And I think today it became a political story when President Trump, who not necessarily has an election to win going forward, but he went back in a True Social post and again kind of dug himself a little bit further in this hole that we've seen him kind of continued, and the White House to just continue to find themselves in which you call your supporters and the people who are voicing frustrations weaklings. You say that the former people who voted for you, which I'm not really clear who that is, right? But you remember to our audience that a number of pro-Trump influencers went to the White House, got Epstein Files Part 1, which is a public disclosure.
Earlier this year.
Basically in February, really what we already knew, but in a binder with a tease to them in a meeting with Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and others, President Trump, J.D. Vance, that more was coming. These promises obviously were met with just a two-page memo last week, basically kind of tying up in what was very a loose bow because we saw it kind of explode immediately. Dan Bongino, as we know, didn't show up for work on Friday.
Deputy FBI director, exactly.
And really what we saw today was calls from people like Charlie Kirk, Megyn Kelly, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, and others in which they're calling for a public-facing event with DOJ leadership, potentially President Trump, to answer questions. And as Charlie Kirk said, come to the sticks for an hour, hour and a half, and take rapid fire questions because you have to do the PR yourselves. You cannot make these influencers or extremely powerful personalities like Charlie, who ran a voting operation to get out these low propensity voters who don't have trust of the government, to convince them you should trust Trump. Well, what happens when transparency hits fog? You lose all of that again, right?
And the idea that MAGA needs to move on or let it go has not gained any traction, at least not yet. Jake Rosen, thank you very, very much.